Hey guys, it's Nate. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today we're going to learn the top 5 tactics to attack the net like a pro. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Tactics to attack. All right, but let's jump right into this. Maybe you're a player that, you know, whether it be doubles or singles, you know points are concluded at the net. We can play shorter points. It's something that you need in your arsenal. And you're just like, I'm just not sure how to get to the net. That's what we're going to cover today. And knowing when to get to the net, anticipating that is half the battle, because remember, the biggest weapon in doubles is positioning. All right, so let's jump in to number one, the number one tactic. This is going to take me less than 10 seconds. When you get a short ball, this is the most obvious, right? And I'm sorry if you're more of an advanced player, but it has to be said. If you get a short ball and you're hitting and you're running back, we're never going to get to the net. All right, you've got to get to the net. You've got to be aggressive, and you have to think about where you're attacking. All right, because where you attack dictates where you should go. Right? If you pull out wide, your position is going to be very different than had you hit deep to the center. Okay, things change a little bit here. All right, but obviously, if you get a short ball, you got to go to the net. And that's the only thing I want you thinking about is where are you hitting the ball? Where are you hitting the ball? Anticipate the next ball. I'm not going to spend too much time there, so let's go to tip number 2. Anybody that has ever taken a lesson in their entire life has heard this: follow the lob. All right. So when you're hitting a lob and the ball has cleared this player, we know that they have to switch, especially on the deuce court if you have a right-handed player over here. If that's a righty, oh man, this lob is doing a ton of damage. Why? You have them switching and running to the backhand. So what ends up happening is if you don't go in, you get in this kind of funky down the line rally. And that's not what we want. If you come in, what do you think you're going to get here? Right? Lobs tend to stay up, right? Get up high in the opponent's strike zone. So you're probably going to get another lob. So when you come in, look for this double hover, okay? If they get there and then suddenly you can see that their racket is set and that maybe they're going to dip, then fine, go ahead and close in. But otherwise, if the ball is relatively short, then you can go ahead and pinch the net and you can attack this person right there. You attack the person closest to you, okay? So you got to follow in that lob. That is an absolute must. If you're not doing it, it's a huge no-no. All right, so let's move on to number 3 as I shorten this ball. And this is the one tip that I think is taken for granted and people don't think about it. It's not talked about enough. In this situation, if my partner, this is me, lost a little weight down there, little stick figure. All right, but from here, I've played the ball, played it deep. This person couldn't get the ball around my partner. And my partner, it doesn't matter where they go, as long as it's an offensive volley. But let's say they play over here. They play and attack the feet over here. If I don't come in where I'm susceptible, where I can get hurt, is short. I've got to come in and play cleanup. I want to be the aggressor as well. So as soon as my partner over here hits the ball, offensively, I want to close in. If I don't, this is where we get so frustrated. And this person should be frustrated too. If they attack and this ball just dribbles over, a fluke shank winner, that's my fault because I didn't come in. Right? That's a no-no. Now, let's say my partner has played back over here. Remember, when the ball on a reflex volley, the player has attacked your partner net, they reflex it back. It's like this player over here is, I'm on a racer. Well, you know who you're talking about. I'm pointing to him. That player, it's like are hitting against a wall. The ball comes back really fast. Move in and take their time away. Make them make a mistake by moving in. All right. So that is number 3. Let's talk about tip number 4. Let's get the players back into the appropriate position. All right. So here, this is still me over here. All right. Come on, screen, behave. If I get a ball that I get my feet inside the baseline and I chip it, I absolutely love playing shots between these two triangles, all right? So either over here or over here, all right? And so the first one, let's pay attention to the out wide triangle. Here, if I hit a short chip and I see this player running in with their hand open, there's a ton of duress. But what do you think they're likely going to hit as they move in? Where's the angle? Obviously, this player has to protect the line. They're moved in. The angle becomes back over in this sector of the court. So what I want to do is I want to intercept. All right, and as this player digs this ball out, they pop it up. I'm going to punch through the middle. Okay, that's the play that we're looking for. All right, so let's talk about this particular play. Man, I love this play. All right, so here, if this player, especially if they're hugging the alley, right, or maybe I have a ball, you know, and let's say I'm a lefty here. Right, because this is as for me, it'd be applicable on the ad court, but let's say I'm a lefty here. All right, so meaning it's my backhand. With this ball, this player goes, I have to cover the line. They shouldn't be that far over. If I can chip short through the middle, it gives this player no angle. So as they move forward, something really cool happens. They have to play back through the middle. My partner, can pinch. Because what are the chances they're playing that shot, right? They can pinch, and I should move in to intercept as well. All right, so short chips, anytime you're hitting that short chip, or maybe even like a drop shot, but this doesn't have to be a winner. It doesn't have to be this glorious drop shot. Just pull them in and look for the visual cue of their hand open and duress, and then look to move in and intercept. All right, so the last one that we're going to talk about, some of you are going to be like, oh no, that's awful. Here's the scenario. I'm going to tell you what happened, what I was instructed oftentimes in college. All right, so very first point of the match, my opponent hits a second serve. First point of the match, a little tight. What is this person doing here, right? Like they're like second serve, let's just get some rhythm here. I'm going to take this ball and I'm going to go right at him. And I'm going to aim for the hips or the shoulders. I know it's not super nice, but at competitive play, I want to send a message to this player to be aware that if his partner doesn't hit a great serve, I'm looking to attack. And what that does is it trains them not to look to poach. I don't want somebody that is constantly looking to pinch the net and pick off anything. So I look to attack. So what does this have to do with getting to the net? When I attack this player, I should follow it in, okay? Because I'm climbing the ladder here. They hit short, I want to attack the middle, all right? But even, say it's not on the return of serve, if I receive a short ball and I'm moving in, if I attack the net player, I should still close in and look for a high volley. At that point, I've hit this ball, it's gone to them, I've moved in, they've then popped it up. What I'm looking for is to angle that volley off or punch it right through the center, or I could go right back with them. All right, but too often we try to win points with the forehand and we just keep pounding away and pounding away. Follow it in. Finish things up off the net. That is our 5 tips today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can remember how to look. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, if it helped at all, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and share it. Sharing helps the business so much. And remember, we do so much more here at Play Your Court as far other than just instructional videos. Yes, on our platform, we have a ton of it, and it is catered completely to your skill level, but we also help you find players in your area, same skill level for competitive match play or practice. If you want to get out there and you need a doubles partner, a singles partner for practice, check us out. All right. If you need a lesson to brush up on some of this stuff, we can help you with that too. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.